and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, then welcome. Today I figured I would do my 30-week update. I had actually wanted to do an update sooner, but I wanted to make sure I did this after I got the results of my glucose test so that I could update on that as well. If you are new to my channel, then welcome. My name is Autumn and I am 30 weeks pregnant with my second baby girl. We are so excited to have another little girl joining the family, and I hope you stick around for more updates and vlogs. Just make sure you subscribe to my channel. So at this point, my one app says that baby is the size of a cabbage and about 15 3/4 inches long. And my other app says baby is about the size of a motorcycle helmet and is getting closer to 17 inches long. Now, my husband does ride motorcycles, so looking at his motorcycle helmet and looking at my belly, it's a little hard to believe that she's that size, but I'll just go with it. Both apps agree, though, that she is about 3 pounds at this time. And speaking of weight, at this point, I've gained about 17 pounds. I believe the healthy range for me would be anywhere from 25 to 35 pounds, so I am still within that healthy range of weight gain for this pregnancy. It was a slow gain in the beginning because I was sick for a period of time, and I feel like my weight gain has ramped up in these last couple of weeks, which I guess kind of leads me into my next thing with symptoms. I have had pretty bad heartburn and indigestion. Evan, my husband, jokes that the only thing that doesn't give me either of those is water, and honestly, it's almost true, unfortunately. I want so badly to enjoy food, but there are times that I eat things and they just don't sit well with me, or there are times where, because how bad my heartburn or indigestion is, I just don't want to eat anything. So eating food is definitely easier than it was in the first trimester when I was getting sick, but I really have to be very, very careful what I eat. Like today I had a vegetable sandwich and I did have tomato on it, and I can already tell that that was a terrible idea. It's partly me being conscious of what I am putting into my body, but I am also just sensitive to a lot of things that I wasn't sensitive to before. Alani was born with a ton of hair, and I remember everyone being like, oh my goodness, did you have a lot of heartburn and everything like that? And I was just like, no. So I joke that it would be really funny if this baby was basically bald, and here I am dealing with all of this heartburn and indigestion. Another one of my symptoms is just a really, I guess, strong sense of smell. It's not that different scents make me feel nauseous or anything like that. It's just that I feel like I can smell so many things, which isn't a bad thing unless the smell is bad. I definitely have moments where I smell something and it has a strong scent to me, and I ask Evan and he's like, no, I don't smell it at all. So there are just a lot of times that I can smell things that other people around me are not smelling at all. And again, as long as it's not an off-putting smell, it's really not that big of a deal, but that has been something that has been most of my pregnancy. I definitely find that I have to make more bathroom trips. I mean, if I have to go to the bathroom, it's like she decides that that is the best time to put all of the pressure she can on my bladder. I don't know if it's cramping her space or what it is, but I definitely make way more bathroom trips now than I normally would, which honestly is not that big of a deal since I am home and I'm not really out very much. It was very tough when I was teaching. I do remember being pregnant with Alani in my classroom and calling the office and needing a bathroom break, and there not being anyone available for me for like way too long of a time because this principal was here and the assistant principal was there and there was only one person at the front desk, and like trying to find someone to cover my classroom just so that I could go to the bathroom was a nightmare. And I'm just so glad I don't have to go through that this time. And I guess that also kind of just leads into my last appointment. I have been having regularly, not low as in a problem, but lower than regular blood pressure, which was never the case when I was teaching and pregnant. It wasn't high or anything concerning, but low blood pressure definitely was not something that I got to experience while I was teaching. So I did take the 1-hour glucose test at my last appointment, and that went well. I passed. Don't have to take the longer one, so that's good. The only thing that was an issue is my iron. That's something that I have struggled with since middle school, definitely high school, but possibly middle school. And my last pregnancy, I was on a prescription iron supplement just because it wasn't getting better, but it was getting better for a period of time, and now it's back down to a level that you wouldn't want it even if you weren't pregnant. So my doctor has had me double up on my iron supplements, which also does not make me feel very great either. I guess TMI for some, but if you're watching a pregnancy update, I don't know what you expect. But iron can cause constipation, so doubling up on the recommended amount of iron is just not fun for me. It wasn't fun before, and it isn't fun now. I'll just leave it at that. Since my last appointment was my 28-week appointment, I have started doing the kick counts, and I've been trying to do them around the same time every night, which is around 8:30. So between 8 and 8:30 is normally when I try to do it, I guess. And everything's been going fine with that. Baby girl is moving just as she should be. So hopefully that continues and she doesn't give us any trouble. I do my kick counts at night because I do feel that during the day she is sometimes more calm. I've read that because of the movement and everything like that that you're doing, it can lull the baby to sleep. So yeah, she definitely is way more active at night, especially when I'm trying to sleep. And so that is why I do my kick counts later in the day. Speaking of sleep, I feel like, I don't know if I ever even mentioned it, but my back pain while sleeping got so bad that I was going to talk to my doctor about it and possibly see if a chiropractor would be the right choice. And honestly, all I had to do was get rid of my pregnancy pillow. Now, that's not something that I would have thought was causing more problems with my back, but I got rid of my pregnancy pillow. I just sleep with one regular pillow, and my back has been so much better since then. I used my pregnancy pillow with no issues when I was pregnant with Alani, but for some reason this time around it's just not working for me. So the fact that I'm not dealing with all of that pain has made sleep easier, but because of how much I have to go to the bathroom, I've started waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and just the getting up and then trying to lay back down, it's really tough for me to go back to sleep. So it'll take a good bit of time for me to fall back to sleep. There are times where I'm just like, should I just get up? Like, am I ever going to fall back to sleep? But normally, even if it takes a long time, I do eventually get back to sleep. I was doing really well with exercising in the beginning of my pregnancy. It kind of tapered off as I was starting to feel sick more, and then there was a period of time where I was getting bad headaches, and so it made it more difficult. But I think I really fell off of it when my sleep had been affected, because I normally work out first thing in the morning before anyone is up. It's a lot easier to get through my workouts without a toddler, and I prefer not to do it during her nap time because there are other things that I'm normally trying to get done, or I just want to relax at that time. So the mornings have always worked best for me so that it's an uninterrupted time and there's no excuse. But because I hadn't been getting really good sleep, I was not wanting to wake up early to do my workouts. Now that my sleep is getting better, I'm going to try to get back on track with my workouts, and hopefully I can get back to working out at least 3 times a week, because I was really happy with how well I was doing with that, and I feel like it's so much harder now to get back to it. So I just want to like start and be in my routine. And I know I feel so much better when I work out. If you are looking for pregnancy-friendly workouts, there are great ones on YouTube for sure. I follow the Tone It Up workouts. I do pay for the app. Actually, I think this month they're doing a free month, but I really enjoy those. I've been following their workouts for years now. And so right now I've been just following their pregnancy friendly workouts, and when I am postpartum, I will be doing their postpartum workouts before jumping back into their regular workouts. But I do also know that they've been doing lives on Instagram just as an added bonus, a good thing to come out of this crazy pandemic situation we're in. So I've been trying to catch those when I can, because a lot of times, even if they're not pregnancy friendly workouts, I've been working out enough to know what I can and can't do, or how to just slightly change a movement so that it does still work for me. So again, if you don't know anything about workouts and you want to try theirs out, I definitely recommend checking out the Tone It Up app. It's just something that I've always enjoyed doing. My next doctor appointment is actually going to be later this week, and at that appointment I will tell the doctor the date that I am going to choose for my C-section, which is so crazy to think that I'm basically choosing baby girl's birthday. But yeah, that's what's happening. I don't think I ever did a video on the labor and delivery for Alani. Maybe that is a video that I will do closer to the time of baby girl coming. Long story short, I ended up needing a C-section, and just because of the things that led to that, I would rather just go in for the cesarean this time, knowing that that's what I'm going to get. This time around, I just want to take that route. So it's just crazy because it'll obviously be very different. It's me scheduling a time, arriving, and it happening. So I will be letting the doctor know what the date I choose is this week, and that's just really exciting. I do feel like that I am at the point where nesting is starting to really happen, but unfortunately all I can do is just clean. Like right now, Alani is with my parents, and I've got a few days that I could probably use to relax, but instead I've just been cleaning the house top to bottom. I would love to put that energy into putting the nursery together, but I cannot put the nursery together until we get a few projects done. So next month, we are having all of the windows in the house replaced, and we are also getting brand new carpeting throughout the top floor of our house, the second floor. So with those things happening, we don't want to load a bunch of furniture or anything like that. We do want to paint the nursery. The last time I went to the store just to get the little sample cards of colors that I had picked out, I created a board that kind of just lays out everything I want to do with the nursery, and I have 4 colors that I'm choosing between, and they only had the one color card. So I really haven't gotten to see what that color would look like. I mean, obviously the best thing to do would buy a paint sample and try it on the wall, but I really just wanted to hold those 4 colors in my hands and kind of stand in different lighting and see which one I liked that way first. But we'll see what we end up doing. Maybe we'll just go with a different brand. I don't know. But we have been ordering things slowly. We just can't really do anything with it. So the crib arrived, and that's just in the box in what is right now Evan's office, but will be the nursery. And the crib mattress also arrived, but we don't like it. It's definitely not as good quality as the one that we got. I couldn't remember what I got, Alani, but it's definitely not good enough. So we are going to be returning that and getting a better quality mattress. That's just something that's very important to us, especially since her bed is convertible. So once it's not a crib, it's going to be a toddler bed, which means we want a mattress that's going to be comfortable for a long time. I have ordered some clothes, like just things that were on sale, but I've tried not to do too much because literally next week I am going to be going to the consignment sale, which is where I get a bunch of clothes for Alani and will now be where I get a bunch of clothes for baby girl as well. So my next step is to look through all of Alani's things from newborn through 6 months, because the sale is 2 times a year. They have a fall one, which carries you through the winter with clothing, and then they have a spring one, which carries you through the summer with clothing. So the issue that I'm kind of gonna have is that I have to go through Alani's things and see what I can and want to use. Alani was born in June and this baby will be born in November. So there are definitely things that I know I will be able to reuse, but it will be a little more difficult because they're not really being born during the same season. I did already order what I want her to wear for hospital pictures though, which is really exciting. That came in and it's like so soft. It's this cute little gown from Kate & Lane. And I actually didn't have any knotted gowns for Alani, but when Alani was born, she couldn't fit anything. All the newborn stuff was too big on her. So I don't know if that'll be the case with this one. Maybe she will be bigger than Alani, but I wanted to make sure I did still have cute stuff that didn't just look ridiculously large on her. So I got some knotted gowns and hopefully they will work on top of just other things that I purchase. Because of all this craziness, I'm actually so much more appreciative that this is my second pregnancy. I know that has been really tough for mamas who are going through this for the first time and don't get to have the baby shower that they envisioned. So I am just very appreciative that I was able to experience that. And yes, this means that my sprinkle or baby shower, as my family will still call it, because they don't care how many children you have, they're giving a shower. But yes, that will be virtual, but at the same time, I'm really not disappointed or anything like that. Would it be nice to be able to actually see my family face to face? Yes. But again, it's not like this is the first time of me going through. I don't feel like I'm missing out as much as I would, I believe, if it was my first shower. So that is something that invitations do have to go out like weeks ago for. I kind of really didn't think about it much. Like, yeah, I was making a registry, but I didn't really think much about it outside of that. So when my mom and my grandmother brought it up, I kind of realized like, oh, you know, that should be happening in less than a month. Which means even though people wouldn't be physically coming, like they do need to set time aside. You need to be respectful of people's time. So I definitely should have had invites go out sooner, and they have yet to go out. So that is something that I need to work on with my family. But I feel like that is all I really have to update on. I'm doing well. Things are going well. I'm keeping up with Alani. I have the ability to nap sometimes when I need one, or to go to bed early when I need to. I'm very fortunate that yes, Alani is a 2-year-old, but she is generally just a really chill kid. Like, she is happy to cuddle, but she also loves running around. So, I mean, it's not like she's all over the place and I'm just frazzled chasing her all day. She gives me moments to take breaks when I need them, and that's really nice. So before I forget, I guess I should show where the bump is at this point. This is my 30-week bump. Hopefully you can't tell how terrible my nails look, but if you can, oh well. I've been cleaning, so making them look nice is not a top priority. But yes, baby girl is growing, and based on the measurements, she is right where she needs to be. I'm so excited, and we are just absolutely thrilled to meet this next little girl and to see what she's like, to see how Alani is with her. There are just so many things that we are looking forward to. I'm so fortunate that Evan gets a paternity leave and will be able to really be a part of not only welcoming our newest addition, but just helping in my recovery. I definitely don't take it for granted that he is able to be with us for that time. It was great with Alani, and it's gonna be really great this time around to have him. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to follow along with this pregnancy, or you're interested in my upcoming fall haul, or even if you enjoy the educational content that I make, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.